Hello, angels. So I did it. Okay, this is the Dior Prestige, and this is the Elemis Pro Collagen with the rose scented one. They also have one that doesn't have scent. It's the regular one. I bought both of them because I wanted to compare it. The Elemis is more cost effective. So this is 5 ounces, this is 3.5 ounces. But if you were to do it ounce per ounce, if this were 5 ounces, this would be $10 cheaper than this one, ounce per ounce. So it is somewhat of a significant price difference. The packaging is obviously very different. You have more of an experience. This one actually comes with a little kind of spatula that you're supposed to put in to the actual mix and then take it out so that you're not constantly putting bacteria into it, so it's a little bit more cleanly. They both have very similar smells, but they're very different textures. So with the Elemis, it looks like this. And you can see it's almost like a balmy petroleum jelly kind of mixture, but then when you put it on your face, it melts. These are both for taking off makeup. I would never, in my personal opinion, it's a legend not rooted in truth or fact, it's just how I feel. I would never use either one of these every day. I would literally just use it to remove my makeup. So this one has a really nice balmy texture. It's a little bit, it turns into like, it melts into an oil and then it washes off relatively easily. This one turns into like a more slippery oil. And I feel like this one is better more for mature, like it's great for taking off makeup, right? So if you want this effect, but you're a bougie girl and you're like, no, I want a bougie, then you want to get this one. I'm that girl. So I got this one because one of my clients is a social influencer that all of you guys know. And she had drawers of this. Obviously, they sent it to her, but I thought it was amazing because this is what she uses to take off her makeup. So I was like, oh, this must be good. So I got it. But then I found out Christian Dior had it. And I was like, oh, this one is more oily. On your face, it feels oilier. So it's good for mature skin because when you take it off, there's still like a little bit of an oil residue that actually moisturizes your skin. Now, if you don't like that, then you want to do a second cleanse with this one. With this one, you don't need a second cleanse. But I feel like for mature skin, because I gave this to my mom, who's 70, and to her best friend, and they both love it. They're like, it's amazing, but they said the same thing. It's better only when I have makeup on. Because when you get older, you don't want to put a lot of things on your skin because you don't want to age your skin. You don't want to rub your skin. You don't want to, like, you don't dry your skin like this. You pat your skin dry like this. You pat it dry. Because you don't want to create wrinkles. This gua sha stuff, I don't know. I want to see people's skin 5 years from now. Because I would never rub anything against my skin. Like, I'm not doing that. I went to a class and they were like, do this, pressure points, and it increases like the blood flow. And I was like, I don't know. You know what I mean? So I'm very particular with how much I rub my skin. And I feel like this is so super oily that when, you know, like it melts into an oil that it takes everything off. Kind of like how Pond's used to be. This one you have to do a little bit more rubbing than with this one. This one's like $10 more ounce per ounce. But it also comes with that little spatula and it's a different experience. And it also has this top, which the other one does it, to kind of make sure that it stays moist. But look at that texture. It's very similar. The color is very different, but it melts into an oil so much faster. And you can feel it. It's just like a slipperier oil. I can't explain it other than to use those words. I like them both. I'm going to use them both, but I think when I'm done, I'm going to go back to the Elemis without the rose scent because I don't want to put scented products on my skin. I don't think it's necessary. The only reason I got this one was because I wanted to compare it to this one, and this one has the rose scent. So they're very similar in scent, and you guys know if you've watched any of my reviews how picky I am. It's so different in this, like they're very similar in scent. Very similar compared to like other things where I'm like, they smell nothing alike. These are so similar. It's ridiculous. But this is, I think, the more affordable version. This one is supposedly has higher quality ingredients because it comes from their gardens. So it's more natural, supposedly, than this one. So I do love the Christian Dior. I think when these run out, I'd probably go to the Elemis without the scent for one bottle, and then I'll go back to the Christian Dior because I also like the fact that it's all mostly natural, and it's Christian Dior, and it looks just so pretty on the counter. compared to this. This doesn't look bad, but I mean, like, so that's my comparison. Again, they're both very similar products. This one's just a little bit more oilier. This one leaves a little bit of a residue. You might have to do a second cleanse with this one, where you don't have to do that with this one. This one I think is better for mature skin. And this one is just a more luxurious feeling all around, especially because it has the spatula that comes with it. And I really, really like that. And then I just like the appeal and the packaging a lot more. But overall, they do the same thing. So if you want to save $10, or you don't want that much because this is 3.5 ounces and this is 5 ounces, so you'll get this one, and then when it runs out, you'll get another one, then go for it. But if you really love the packaging, you love the brand, you want that luxury experience, then go for this one. That's what I have for you guys.